Hi there, I just want to do, I think, a little video, and, I just want to talk about what we are really. Every morning when I actually get up, I actually get up very early, because not all the time, sometimes I can be quite tired, I'm getting a lot of shifts, and sometimes I can have loads of energy. Because what's actually happening as you're going deep within yourself, the more further in you're going, as you're in the awakening journey, what's happening is you're doing lots of within work, and deep within you is this infinite abundance, divine power, and that's when you're attracting all these energies. So that's what you find that you're doing. It's like, for me, when I was going through this process, it was like a back and forth. Some days really absolutely nothing in me at all, and then all of a sudden getting up, and now it's more of a routine, and that is just the way it is. For anyone going through this journey, they'll know what I'm speaking about. But it's a back and forward thing, because you're doing a lot of work. Because when you wake up, you're basically, when it is time to wake up, you remember how to heal yourself. When I had this awakening, it was the worst depression I ever had, and I haven't had any depression now for nearly 3 years. And basically, when the awakening happened at the age of 24, the worst depression, and everything changed in a flash. It was, just in a flash, everything changed. And basically, I remembered how to heal myself. And you instinctively know, and as I've evolved with this path, I get feelings and memories of before I was on this reality, and when I was in more of a higher plane, if you will. I have memories of that, and I have feelings of that, because what we are, nothing is actually visual. What we think we're seeing is an illusion. Everything that you see with your eyes is an illusion. What everything is basically an infinite nothingness state. If I could draw it, like one of these days, I might actually buy like a big board, and I can do demonstrations like that as well. I would draw imagine a big black infinite field of nothing. But imagine in this nothingness is it's awareness, right? It's aware of itself. It's infinite awareness. And the governor behind it all is in the middle of it, in the absolute middle. The governor behind all things is infinite love, and it's this governor that coordinates everything the way it does. We call this divine consciousness. That's what I call it, divine consciousness. You can call it what you like, call it God. God is this thing. God is love. God is this governor that I'm talking about. And this governor is within everything and everyone. So when someone kills an insect, for example, that you are the one infinity. So you're actually killing yourself, because that insect is you. There is no separation at all, you see. No separation. And this is what a lot of people, even spiritual people, act like this. People, well, they're not actually really spiritual, but that's what they do. They're still in the what they call the third dimension, in this illusion, and and doing all this kind of stuff to insects and animals or whatever. But when you wake up, you realise that there is no separation at all. We are just one infinity. And you're it. And what you're seeing with your eyes is just an illusion. It's all holographic, you see. That's what this infinite state, this infinite energy does. It creates holographic experiences, and it's infinite. It's forever. And you are that. That is what I'm talking about now. Is the true self. And this is the true self. The self that you've been told that you are and programmed that you are is not the real you. But this awakening, the global awakening, is all about getting people, transforming the human mind consciousness into this divine state. And how we're going to do it is getting people to be in their heart space, go with their intuition, and as you're going into heart-based living, as you're ascending with that, you're basically developing a relationship with your heart and brain so that you can ascend to what you really are, which is divine intelligence, divine consciousness. So it'll be a global state where we're all connecting with our heart space. Intuition will be the guide, because it's actually the real guide. The only real savior that you realize is the real savior when you wake up is within you. It's not out there, because there isn't anything out there. It's an infinite state, but it's your infinite state. But how you access all the power, the limitless infinity, is within here. I don't trust anything, any illusions now or anything, because I've got experience of that, and the spiritual awakening helped me to realise that it's all within here. On the spiritual journey, I've never been lied to. Everything I've seen has actually come to pass. I get these visions all the time. I get dream visions. I'm in a very, very deep state. I get them when I'm conscious as well. When I'm awake. I get them all the time, and they're never. And then something will happen. Okay, so that's right, and I get them all the time, because what's happening is you're working with your heart space. This is what's going on when you awaken, and that's intuition. That's your guide. And most people don't go with that guide. You see, most people, most people who aren't awakened don't have any clue what they're doing. They're doing, whatever, but they don't know what they're doing it for. And I would like to ask people what they actually think they're actually doing, because I don't think they realise. I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think anyone's got a plan. I think most people are just doing stuff, but you don't understand or have any clue or any logic to what you're actually trying to do. It's just madness. And that's one of the things you realise, like the David Icke video I watched a while ago, and he said all the world is mad. It is. And he said the exactly the same thing I feel. He said when you wake up you realise that they're all crazy. They're in this little box, and they believe that they are intelligent, you see. And the intelligence that they believe in is intelligence is just people that are just a very good copier of a parrot, just repeating back. And then the present that they give you for this is a diploma or a degree. And then they run around thinking about that they're intelligent, but never ever questioning the nature of reality. And we're fed to believe that this is intelligence. And when I was about 10, I realised this. I remember looking around me, and teachers in schools never liked me because I just wouldn't listen to a word they said. I was like someone who was on a different planet. And they used to send me out of classrooms and everything because I wouldn't listen to them, because I could see right through them. I knew exactly what they were. They were programmed prisoners. Programmed programmers. That's what they are. That is wording I got from watching David Icke talk about it. And when I watched it, it just made me remember of that, of when I was growing up, and that's what it is. And they didn't like the way I was behaving, so they just send you to class. Because you're thinking on a different level, you see. And because they can only think on one level, they don't like it. But this won't always be the case. As we evolve, we will end up, the education system will end up teaching people from a very early age about heart connections. So there won't be any bullying, you see, there won't be any intimidation, there won't be any of that. We'll be working with people's strengths rather than just saying this is the one way. And them thinking that's intelligence. That's how we're going to ascend and evolve. So it's a very exciting time. And it's the most important time to be alive, and it's not the time to think of anything else, I don't think. I believe, I don't believe, I know that this is the most important thing to focus on. I dedicate everything. I'm all in with this journey. I'm all in. Every part of me is in this thing till the day I leave this reality and beyond it, because it's an infinite journey, you see. That's what you realise when you wake up, that there isn't an end. The end, when they say there's an end and time and all that stuff, that is to program your mind in the way that they want. But this awakening, like I say, it's about transforming that mind into divine intelligence and divine consciousness. where you'll be working on your intuition, as well as logic. But it'll be the harmonisation of the two, so you create this beautiful form, this blend, that will ascend you to becoming a divine being, you see, rather than just a low-dimensional, three-dimensional human being. Right, I think I'll just end it there. I've said a few things. If you're watching this, you're meant to watch it. Divine Consciousness arranges everything. You are Divine Consciousness. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you.